Okay, so today we are going to be talking about my top favorite self-care rituals. Hustle culture is so glamorized. Everyone's like, whack, 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 whack. You gotta work, bitch, right? Including me. I've said this stuff on my channel before. I've called cam girls, dancers lazy. With that being said, if your mental health or hell, your physical health is not in check, you're not gonna get far. Taking care of yourself needs to be number one. If you are running on E, you're not hustling, honey. Hustling is different than surviving. If you've ever been on survival mode, then you know the difference. You know the difference between hustling and having your energetic tank on E, having your mental health, your physical health in shambles, will put a rainy cloud over your entire life. I'm not going to tell you guys to put some overpriced face mask on your face, which, by the way, if you are not eating healthy, if you are not sleeping, if you are drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, if you are tanning, if you are stressed out, there's no magical top of the line, bougie, name brand princess face mask that's gonna fix your face. And same with these green juices. People think they drink green juice and it's gonna fix everything. No. Yes, the face mask is nice and the green juice is nice to accentuate what you should already be taking care of. So we're not going to bring that into this. We're going to be talking about stuff that actually helps, not band-aids. Number one is sleep. Sleep is so underrated. And I don't mean passing out after you've been doom scrolling on TikTok for 2 hours. Real restorative sleep. This is when your body heals and your mind decompresses. I've literally had days where I was stuck in decision paralysis. I've had days where I'm like, am I going to show my ass right now? Am I going to do this right now? And I decide, just go to bed. If in the morning you wake up and you still choose violence, do it. And you know what? Not every time, but the majority of the time, it's not worth it. It's not that serious. I don't need to address that. Let's just let it be. I just end up feeling more grounded. When I sleep on a hard situation, when I am feeling stressed out, when I don't know if I'm pissed off or I just don't know what the right decision is for some reason, sleeping on it, you're just going to be more likely to make a better decision. All right, so here are some things that can happen when you don't sleep well long term. I know this firsthand. I was a dancer for a long time. I still have sometimes really bad habits with sleeping. Oh boy. And I really need to nip it in the ass because it's not good. Increased anxiety and depression. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard of hangxiety. I'm not saying that hangxiety isn't a thing because hangxiety is part withdrawal. The other part of it is your ass was probably up really late, right? So you're going through withdrawals and you're sleep deprived. That anxiety feeling is very similar to how I feel when I'm incredibly sleep deprived. Mood swings. Oh my God, I'm like a baby. Listen, I need my milk and I need my sleep. I need my food and I need my sleep. I'm tired. I'm moody. Mood swing, brain fog, and memory issues. All of these things, I still need to learn how to go to sleep better. I still need to work on my sleeping habits, guys. When I do it right, I feel way better. It's life changing. Slower metabolism and weight gain, higher risk of heart disease and stroke, a lowered immune system, and just feeling like crap overall. This stuff is pretty important. This is how the humans recharge their batteries. Now, when you're actually getting good sleep, you think more clear, you can handle stress better, your skin glows, your cravings reduce, and you're more productive. I have to remind myself this sometimes because I will find that my brain comes up with all of these ideas very late at night. And I want to start them right then and there. Or I just want to finish something. And I want to be productive and I want to finish what I'm doing because tomorrow I don't want to have to worry about it. Well, if I don't sleep well, I mess up my whole next day. So you're better off going to bed early and picking up from where you left off the next day than staying up late for the sake of being productive. You're much better off going to bed early and waking up early instead of going to bed late and then being sleep deprived the next day. If you're anything like me, try to not have guilt when you're sleeping, taking a nap. Sleeping, I felt lazy, bad. I shouldn't be sleeping right now. Girl, you were working nights. You were working while everybody else was sleeping. And then you're trying to just be awake when everybody else is awake. No wonder you feel like crap all the time. You need to sleep. Try not to feel bad. It's a reset button. You need to charge those batteries. I know that when I say self-care, you're not going to think about cleaning. The people who get it, get it. The people, if you've ever met a person that's a clean freak, there's a reason for that. They feel better. They feel relief when they see a nice, clean spot. I don't care if you're lazy, grow up. Learn how to look at it as therapy because a messy room, a messy space is a busy mind. If you walk into a room and you see all this crap you need to get done and you're not doing it because you're being lazy, you're holding it off for later, that's taking up space in your mind. Get it done, clear it out. The visual clutter that you see becomes a to-do list right in front of your face. Hi, hi, this needs to be done. Hi, you still haven't washed the dirty pile of laundry that's sitting in a corner in your room. Hi, these nasty dishes with food decaying in your sink. The stinky trash. You can't get away from it. Just do it. You're gonna feel so much better. Have some dignity and clean your space. Even if I just clean one area, I'm definitely not perfect. I am naturally a messy person. But when I clean an area, I feel like I can breathe better. I feel lighter. I feel responsible. I feel like I have dignity. I can appreciate the things that I have. Even my car. If it's disgusting, I'm just like, I don't want to be in there. But once it's immaculate, I appreciate it more. I gain clarity. I know where everything is. My life runs smoother when I wake up. I'm looking for my clothes. I know where I can find everything. I have more gratitude for the things that I already have. Clean space makes room for calm thoughts. I can just relax when I am done. I can just be in my room and not look at all the crap that's laying around that needs to be done. So if you're normal and not like me, addicted to the apps, you're not going to have to do what it is that I'm going to suggest. I have to go as far as deleting the apps from my phone. The Snapchat, the Instagram, whatever it is. I just delete them off my phone if I need a day. I have to. Because if the notifications go off, I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna jump down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna get stuck. Next thing you know, I've had my nose on my phone for 2 hours looking at I can't tell you what. I honestly believe that this is a very large reason of why I feel drained all the time. My brain is constantly overstimulated with cheap dopamine. It's a sad way to waste your life. If you are not using the apps in a way that is actually helping your life, and you're spending more than an hour or two a day on there, you're quite literally throwing your life away. We're not meant to consume thousands of people's opinions, hundreds of TikToks, and dozens of self-help memes. There is such thing as overconsumption. Even if it is self-help, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, well, stop consuming. Just go. After you're done watching this video, just go do the stuff. You don't have to keep. I'm laughing because I do this. You don't have to keep watching all these videos on self-help. Just go do it. I promise your cousin that you haven't seen in 5 years that's going through her divorce. Get your nose out of everybody else's business. And I get it, okay? I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here. I love social media. I love it too. It's awful, okay? It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. But disconnect for a little bit. Just do it. You can start to hear your own thoughts. I am convinced that we stop thinking for ourselves if we keep consuming. Yeah, it feels relaxing. It's 5 seconds of dopamine after 5 seconds of dopamine after 5 seconds of dopamine. If you've ever done it's like social media. 5 minutes later, you're picking it up and you're going for more after you said you were done. It's a trap. It's a slow leak of your attention and your energy. Have you ever checked the amount of time you're spending on the screen on your phone? It's shameful. For me, it is. And then I have number 4. This one's really simple. saying no, learning how to say no. No, no, period. Not no and an explanation, just no. This is self care. This is self respect. I had to learn how to say no without guilt and without a TED talk of why. I don't want to explain myself. I don't need to explain myself. No is an answer. No, I can't go. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to be around this person. No, no, no. Ring, ring. Look who it is. Oh, wait. Who is that? Somebody that's going to drain me. No. No. What was that? You want me to do what? Something that you would never do for me? No. No, sorry. No, wait. No, sorry. No, just no. I'm not going to do it. No. Not overcommitting. Listen, I work a lot. I'm tired. No, I don't want to go out drinking. I don't drink. No, I don't want to spend $200 on a fancy dinner to have conversations that I probably don't even care about, just so that I can be bloated and inflamed because they oversalt everything. Even if you do go to a fancy restaurant, they put crap in their food. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No. So saying no, it's not rude. You're allowed to say no. This is something I teach my kids. You can say no. You can have boundaries. Saying no is okay. It's fine. This is going to sound very strange. Go sit next to a tree. Go sit next to a tree. You don't have to hug it. If you're grounding and it's like, that isn't really doing it for me, sit next to a tree. I don't know why. Instantly feel calmer. Especially if you can find a tree near a body of water. Yes. Yes. It will calm your mind. I don't have the explanation for it. I don't know the reason why. It works. I've gone my neighbors probably think I'm insane. I've been on the verge of a panic attack and I am with my shoes off, feet on the ground on the grass, hand touching the tree. Instant grounding. There's nothing that compares. You don't have to do that if you think it's super weird. If you're feeling desperate, try it. And then the last two, they're also free and work amazing. Watching a movie that just makes you feel good, that's nostalgic, a movie that you've already seen so many times and you can watch it over again and you won't get sick of it, or listening to music that you know is going to put you in a lighter mood. I do believe in noise carrying frequencies and it affecting our moods. I believe this because I have experienced it firsthand. I have been sad and heard sad music, and that crap makes me feel worse. And I've also been sad, and the right song pops on the radio, and instant, instant, better. And I do feel a little crazy when that happens, but it works. It works. Music holds frequency. It does. And it affects the way you feel. I wanted to share this with you guys because when I see self-care stuff, it's face masks and green juice and waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and journaling. Like, we have stuff to do. Like, we have lives. Not me. I do whatever I want. But, I'm trying to act like I... Thanks for watching.